And that video coverage, if you recall this or not,
so terrorist attack. Well, Mayor of New York says it's not a terrorist attack. I don't know. I think this is.
Those offenders back several blocks.
Bombing off of New York and a couple blocks away, another explosion happened. So messed up. This is so bad.
And I referenced this earlier this evening. We have not gone through this in New York City or in the country, except for the Boston bombing, in quite a long time. Back in the 60s and the 70s, it was actually fairly common and fairly frequent. Yeah, the FALN,
wow.
They are the Puerto Rican separatist terrorist group. They were putting bombs all over, including right at the police headquarters. They bombed Francis,
I don't even know where to start.
Killing a number of people.
Probably after the president's weekend of daily golf. Probably after the weekend. Probably after the president's weekend of golfing, he'll address this probably Monday or Tuesday.
That was striking the heart, supposedly.
Yeah, we go hearing that for a while. So
New York City. 1975.
We don't have a leader. We don't have a leader.
Potentially Croatian terrorists falling for that, but they're
sad.
As I recall,
the second possible device is a pressure cooker.
September, the Palestinian terrorist group actually put
bomb them
cars with car bombs, one on the street of
just bomb, man. It's gonna keep on. I mean, some worse might happen in the future.
Airlines because of the Israeli situation. So we really haven't, had this type of looming fear. And
I say we sing Kumbaya and we start bombing them. That's what I think we do here. I believe we sing Kumbaya and we bomb.
How can we potentially stop someone from putting one on the street and then try to kill people?
It's what you do, buddy, all right? It's what you do, all right? I'm going to tell you what you do. I'm going to tell you how to handle these people, all right? What you do, you use our military. You go overseas and you drop a bomb. A B-O-M-B bomb. This is going to keep on happening unless we drop a freaking bomb on these people and send them a message that we ain't going to sit here and let you run over us. Thank God. Obama's presidency is almost over. We have September, October, November, December, January. We have 4 months to deal with this man. And possibly another Clinton. What are... Oh my God.
Exactly right. You look no further than the internet.
Not another Clinton. No. No. Oh, another Clinton.
For very simple things. And so we're very fortunate.
What are we doing? Why are we not dropping bombs?
The fact that we are a target from ISIS and many others around the globe, people locally, domestic, hobbyists who think they're clever. Some of them, will lose a finger or have some device accidentally detonate on them. It happens to seasoned people, and it happens to people who are just dabbling in.
I've been there.
So what you're saying is, obviously authorities say there's no evidence, of course it's so early, of any terror action. That this may not be radical Islamic terrorism. This may not be Al Qaeda inspired or ISIS inspired.
Then what is it, idiot?
Take credit for this if indeed this is confirmed.
What is it? If it's not out, I don't think there's much left of Al Qaeda. But if it's not ISIS, who is it? Who is it?
In Montana, I'm walking behind the guy and I'm thinking he looks just like a kooky college professor. And look what he was doing all those years.
We did law enforcement.
It has to be terrorism. It has to be.
From the range of possibilities here.
I'm about to sing my song.
Silly act, kid goofing off, trying something out. Recall you had an explosive device go off under the foot of
We're going to sing Kumbaya.
Up in Central Park not too long ago.
And I have to tell you that I heard that.
Who's typing on Fox News? All I can hear is this is typing. It's putting there. I don't know what they're typing. Good Lord, are they typing a speech for the president?
Because you wondered if what was that? You're not quite sure what it is. Were there any police? There was nothing. Was there any smoke? There was nothing. And authorities said that was some wet fireworks that had been left there. Does that sound to you like it was wet fireworks?
Yeah, we have seen Kumbaya.
Raining the night before, so they thought someone had some kids maybe were fooling around there.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like wet fireworks.
I don't think no kids would have a bomb. Okay, I hope to God not.
So I think they have to be looking at that incident as well. If they get the forensics going and they see the construction, they will take that back and try to find out where were the parts of this device purchased. If there's any identifying information like that they can take it back to the source. They'll be looking at video in those locations as well. And my supposition is they will have somebody identified in this case.
Well, it certainly hope so, and that happens fast. Ron Hospital, retired Assistant Director of the FBI. Sir, if you just stay with us, we are continuing. I want to tell everyone at home, we are continuing our coverage here live on the Fox News channel past midnight Eastern, and we're coming up to that in about 7 minutes from now, especially in light of the new information that we have.
Someone's got to sing this.
Although they say there's no evidence of a terror connection, certainly no one is ruling that out in this statement. In your gut says this is a terrorist act.
It is a terrorist act.
A second potential device has been found only 4 blocks away, and our producer reporting that that second device is a
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Shoot them dead, my lord. Shoot the enemy dead. Bomb it to smithereens, my lord. Kumbaya. Oh, Lord. Shoot them like the cockroaches that they are.
A new chapter in the way terrorists will try to attack us by resorting back to bombs. I mean, we went from airplanes, and now they're back to bombs.
Well, there's no question that
Cut their camel's legs off, my lord. Bomb them, my lord. Kumbaya. Say it with me, y'all. It's war. Bomb them so bad a cockroach can't live on the earth. Kumbaya. Let's get Iran. Get ISIS. Get Al-Qaeda. Get all of them. Kumbaya. Preach.
Can I interrupt you on that, Steve, just for a second? I mean, a copycat, what are the chances? I mean, some guy got 2 bombs in their basement in the building in New York and saw
Someone's gonna suffer, my lord. Stab their, blow their brains off, blow their head off, my lord. Let's kill the terrorists.
Why are they doing these bombs? What is their reason? What is their motive? This is why it's very important that they find out who.
Let me educate this dude right here. Look, buddy. He asked, what is their motive of the terrorists? Here's the motive, buddy. They don't like America because we're the brightest beacon of freedom in the world. Okay? This is the land of the free, home of the brave for now. Okay? That's why, see, people in Iran, they don't have all the freedom that we have as Americans. Okay? They don't have that. They just don't. They just don't.
Prevent it, and we're not going to prevent every single incident, but we need to get the people of this country to wake up and to realize that if you see something, say something. And I hammer that point home because most of the investigations conducted, we say later on, gee, why didn't I say something when I saw something?
What would you do like this situation tonight? I mean, you see someone putting something in a dumpster. I mean, what are you going to think? Right off the bat, they're throwing something away. Although, potentially that construction, if that indeed was a construction dumpster, you could say, what is he trying to hide there because he's not throwing it in a garbage can?
Well, you're right. I mean, every time somebody throws something in a garbage can or a dumpster, obviously, you're not going to think terrorism right away. But I'll tell you what, if I saw something...
So these people put a bomb in a trash can. Really? Really?
How do you live this way? I mean, how do we live that
way? I agree with you. How do we live this way? Oh my gosh!
Do we have enough law enforcement to cover all that?
Well, we probably.
Well, we got to put our trash cans down. We got to put security cameras.
Some of these attacks. This is what the Israelis do. I mean, they're so conditioned to this stuff. That's why there are not many attacks there. They're all in this. You see, we are all engaged in this war on terrorism. The people in the neighborhood.
Say we start a national protest.
If they see a lot of trafficking going in and out of homes in the middle of the night, if a lot of unusual noise.
Who is the person? Whoever's on Fox News, who's typing? Because that noise started to really get to me.
Your point.
Yeah, and more important, Eric, the internet. There is so much being said and so much being posted, and nobody's saying anything. When the investigation is involved, the police find out, well, this is what was posted on the internet. Guess what? Nobody said anything.
I was in Jerusalem in July. We're reporting on what lessons we can learn from Israel in the fight against terrorism. And in the old city, they've got.
What's your leader like, Benjamin Netanyahu?
I forget the exact number. Hundreds, every single corner in Israel, and there's a command post where they can watch all these corners. So theoretically, if New York City had that, we do have what's called the Ring of Steel. Well, lots of cameras also down in the financial district. We took that from London. Theoretically, if we had a camera on the pole on the corner of 23rd and 6th, another one on 27th and 6th Avenue, we could potentially have the video of the suspect. Are we there yet? Are we going there? Is that what we need?
We need to get there. And
Liberty.
the Israelis don't have that we have. They don't have people crying civil rights. They don't have people crying constitutional rights. Look, I'm the first to say I want to protect every right I have. But Jewish blood has been spilled all over this world. In Israel, it's been spilled. They get it. They understand that at times you have to give up just a little teeny bit of your right in order to protect the life of yourself and your children. And that's what we have to wake up in this country about. We have to say, look, we all fight for our First Amendment, Second Amendment, and so forth rights. But we have to fight for the survival of this country. And if they want to look into your phones, if they want to do a search where they have to do it on an emergency basis, you imagine, we as police officers, you see something very suspicious and your gut is telling you there's a bomb in that car, you can't go near that car without a search warrant. Well, you should be able to do that.
Well, this is all part of the gist of the controversy over the violations of the constitutional rights of Americans that the Israelis don't have, for example, that has been ongoing in terms of the FBI and metadata. You know what I mean.
Well, listen to George Bush 9/11 over office address.
Steve, I thank you if you stay with us. We're continuing our coverage of the Fox News channel of what potentially.
Let's do it truly to people.
Two explosive devices placed on the streets of Manhattan tonight. It's a lovely Saturday evening. Both happening in the Chelsea neighborhood area. You just saw Brian Yenstead for a second. We're getting ready to go to him in a few moments. We're continuing our coverage of what potentially could be a new chapter and a very chilling and sad era of terrorism of our city.
Thousands of lives were saved. Despicable acts of terror.
It's just after midnight here in New York City, where just 3.5 hours ago, an explosive device of some sort went off on 21st Street in Manhattan, injured 29 people. Mostly, thankfully, were
29 people are dead, Pete. Hey, everybody, 29 people are dead. 29 people are dead.
At this point, of any type of terrorist connection, or if there was a specific connection to the pipe bomb that went off in New Jersey this morning, or Saturday morning at 9:30 in the morning, that targeted a 5K run being held to benefit our U.S. Marines. Authorities in New York say this was not a gas explosion. Someone put something inside a dumpster on 23rd Street in the Chelsea section of Manhattan, between 6th and 7th Avenue. That is Mayor Bill de Blasio and Police Commissioner James O'Neill, who was new on the job just a couple of days after the retirement of William Bratton. Early this evening, when they said that they have no credible specific threat of any terrorist act, but this all comes as we have reports here at Fox News that a possible pressure cooker has been found in the second site. This certainly would raise speculation and the chilling possibility that we have a situation tonight here in New York City that is a copycat of the Sonara brothers during the.
So let's be all like America.
Remember, they had pressure cookers.
Of course they do.
The magazine Inspire has displayed how to make a pressure cooker bomb both in their magazine and also on
Seriously,
the internet.
someone literally just texted me and asked, "Do you love America?" And he's texting me some other weird stuff too. Of course, I love America. It's the greatest nation
In the
on earth.
second site, that certainly will give authorities many more clues in order to try and figure out who did this evening. But this does, in a sense, raise the new possibility that terrorism has been ratcheted up in our country for bombs on the streets of New York aimed at killing innocent people. Brian Ennis has been reporting all evening from the site of the first device, whatever it was, authorities haven't told us, that exploded on 23rd Street, now at the site of that potential second, just 4 blocks north on 27th Street off 6th. Hi, Brian.
I'll be right back. I gotta get some. I'll be right back.
Viewers, that we may lose connection while I'm speaking to you. That's because of our lobby situation. But if we do, we'll be back on as soon as we can. We have been here for the last half hour at the second location where the second possible device is. Peter Ducey has been reporting is at a pressure cooker. We have not been able to independently verify that on the ground. But this is what we see right now. The police have cordoned off 27th Street between 6th and 7th. The blocks between 27th and 24th, where we initially were, and 27th and 23rd, those 4 blocks, people have been allowed to go and move between 23rd and 27th. But when you get here to 27th, between 7th and 6th, the police have cordoned that off. We have seen an explosive containment vehicle leave this area just about 5 minutes ago. It's the kind of vehicle that can protect, or you would obviously put an explosive inside of it. Looks round, and you can put the explosive device in there. If it were to go off, it would obviously be contained within this vehicle. That vehicle pulled in, and about maybe 15, 20 minutes later, pulled out and left the scene. But the people are still here right now. The NYPD and the FDNY are here at the scene. Just to reiterate what you said, what we heard from the press conference, this is said to be intentional, based on what the Mayor Bill de Blasio said, an intentional act, no connection to terror. But let's go back a little bit to what else Mayor Bill de Blasio said and the authorities said. There was no smell of natural gas. Our witnesses that we had in our area said they didn't smell natural gas either. They said that that it was definitely an intentional thing. They also mentioned that the explosion happened outside of a building, not inside of a building. Our witnesses were saying that as well, that when they came out on 23rd between 7th and 6th, they saw the explosion outside of a building, large plumes of smoke, a fireball, says one woman, building shaking for blocks. People came out from the intensity of the blast. People were inside of their apartment buildings when that happened. One woman said that the noise was deafening, like 1,000 fireworks going off, something she had never heard before. People running, wiping their eyes, and just
everybody don't follow our New York.
They saw outside of this building on 23rd between 6th and 7th Avenues here in Midtown Manhattan. Right now, again, this is the site of the second possible device, just 4 blocks over. I think it's important to reiterate as well that in the blocks between, it seems to be that they haven't blocked people to go between 6th and 7th. All the concentration right now is right.
We're losing, we have technical sometimes when you're dealing with such a fast-moving story. Brian Ennis reporting from the side of what potentially is the second side of a garbage can. Let me lay out the scene. Chelsea, 23rd Street. The Chelsea Hotel has been there for so many years. It's just an icon, especially with punk rock. And you've got a lot of, that's a scene where it says explosion on your screen. That's the street, 23rd Street, between 6th and 7th Avenues in Manhattan. As you can see, you just walk north up 6th Avenue, and that's the side of that possible second device. The one that our Peter Ducey has been reporting, sources telling him, is a pressure cooker. That's the same type of device, of course, that the Sonora brothers used during the Boston bombings of the Marathon that so tragically took those lives. So that is the ongoing active investigative scenes that we have in New York City, raising the specter that there's someone who's putting bombs in the streets of the city aimed at us to try and kill people. Mayor de Blasio earlier this evening said that there was no evidence of a terror connection.
That's what terrorists do. They kill people.
Following the
If you
first
put a bomb on the street,
I implemented
no
our
matter what your
government's
aim,
emergency response plans.
Peter Marino is with us. He's a former captain with the NYPD. Peter, thank you for joining us just after midnight here Eastern Time. No evidence of a terror connection. Well, they wouldn't have one
Our
necessarily.
first priority is to
Or could it
get
be a
help
coup?
those who have been injured.
Well, regardless of what it turns out to be, whether it's terrorism or battery, however you
The functions
describe
of our
it. I
government
think
continue
it's
without
a
interruption.
issue here that
Federal
it's
agencies in
necessary.
Washington, which had to be
Intelligence gathering. I
evacuated
think that
today,
people
are
have to look
reopening for
forward
essential
to
personnel
the
tonight
intelligence
and will be open
gathering
for business tomorrow.
capacity is being like it
Our
has been
financial institutions remain strong,
curtailed.
and
Not
the
to say they're
American
not trying
economy
their
will
very
be open
best,
for
but
business
it's
as
all
well.
the balance between civil liberty and
The search is underway for
safety.
those who are
And I
behind
think that
these
we
evil
really
acts.
focus on that as
I'm
the
directing
previous
full resources of our
expert
intelligence and law
But
enforcement
Peter, it is so early,
to
and
find those
a lot of
responsible
that had to do with the
and to bring them to
activities
justice.
dealing with mosques and
We'll make no
focusing on
distinction
the Muslim areas, for example. That was one of the reasons that Bill de Blasio
No, sure.
was able to, get into office. That
I
was the
appreciate you very much the
what
members of
appears to
Congress
be
who have joined me in strongly condemning these attacks.
coming out and they're, running it. We, of course, don't know
I
exactly
thank
what they're
many
doing,
world
but
leaders
Peter,
who
sorry
have
to
called to
interrupt you.
offer their condolences
No, that's right.
and
And
assistance.
I understand, it is very
America
uncertain,
and our
very
friends and
early on in
allies
the investigation.
join with all those who want peace and security in the world.
Let's kill them.
However, I do believe it's very
I want to. We got to defeat these terrorists.
we really need to unite as a country and understand that
For all
there
whose
is
sense of safety
a
and
balance
security
here
is
that
in threat.
when it comes to
And I pray
liberty
they will be
and safety.
comforted by a power
And we've
greater
gone
than
through
any of
this,
us.
and I've been mentioning this over the
Spoken to the
evening.
angels in Psalm 23.
Psalm 23:4. Even though I
through
walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me.
Terrorists were putting bombs
Yeah.
on the
This
streets
is
of
a
New
day
York.
It's good
It just
like that.
happens.
From
About
every
Scripture.
1973.
in our
Car
resolve
bombs
for
do not
justice
go
and
off.
peace.
Thankfully, there were two of them.
America
But we
has stood
haven't
down
seen
against
this
enemies
for
before.
years since the radical
And we will do so.
revolutionaries.
We would do so
who
this-
were throwing out bombs there. This goes
None of
back
us will ever forget
certainly
this.
Hopefully.
in the more modern
Yet we
times,
go
the
forward
early
to defend freedom.
1920 with the bombing on Wall Street, aimed at J.P. Morgan. You can still see the pot marks of that bomb that went off down Wall Street.
God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that
Oh God.
my colleagues in the public safety community have often stated, it wasn't a matter of if, it was just a matter of when New York City would be targeted again. And it just materialized. I think that part of the reason that we hadn't seen such incidences as you described is because we had a robust intelligence gathering network. And it wasn't just in the mosque, it was all over. And it there today, social media has been blamed, if you will, for terrorism, for being able to distribute terrorist thoughts, if you will. However, I argue we can really use that same method to counter it. And we would really need to take advantage of all the intelligence gathering capacity that this great country has.
Well, sir,
And really focus them.
certainly that would be considering tonight potentially a needle in the haystack if one guy is putting bombs on the streets of New York. But then again, they said that El Sayed Nasser, who shot Meir Kahane on November 5th, 1990, he was an air conditioning. Ready for this, folks? You work in the criminal court building in Manhattan, 111 Center Street. The guy comes picture air conditioner. El Sayed Nasser. Turns out he's the assassin who shot Meir Kahane to death. Turns out the guy
Okay,
who was supposed to pick him up in the
Stuff like
taxi
that
cab
off
and
air.
get him away.
Dude.
2
We'll
years
look at- I
later,
know, I need to take a break
charged and
from
convicted
TV.
of bombing the World
All right,
Trade
guys, I'm
Center.
willing to stream. If something happens,
So
just
so finally, Peter, how do you
I'll
track
talk about
this back?
sometime. Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's 26
I
years
don't
later,
know.
we're dealing with the
It's gonna
same
happen to
thing.
me. I
One
just,
incident. They have a
I
truck
thought y'all
tracking
would
back
just
to a
watch Fox
potential
News, but I'll talk to y'all later. Just pray for New York and dear Lord, hope something gets done about which I mean probably nothing will probably not nothing would be nothing will be done about this really. That's what I'm trying to say. Nothing will be done in my opinion, but let's just pray, just pray that something happens. Just like bomb maybe. We just bomb the crap out of them. And I don't know if we should declare war maybe. I don't know. But we definitely need to we need to teach these people a lesson. So let's just pray something gets done. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.